You're tuned in to Unseen Legion Radio.
Yes.
My name is DJ Early.
Yes, this is MC Pros. I'm chilling over here with my man Early. Tech the Super Latin.
We got DJ Soul Life in the
DJ
house.
Soul Life. It's all good. Visuals and all that, y'all.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Now, it's been another week. It's been a very eventful week, just in social affairs and things. Social media is blowing up about the events in Baltimore and other related incidents.
No doubt.
And I think it's only right that we bring in a brother tonight to shed some perspective and to shine some light. I'm not going to say too much right now, but we have a very special guest coming through. Brother Rasheed Ali. You might want to check him out on Facebook. Big ups to my man Akil, the MC, Jurassic 5, Unified Skill District, for plugging us together and making it possible for us to bring you this. In the meanwhile, y'all can do some homework. Check out 1968soulpower.com.
That brother's ill too, because you know what? I was listening today in my whip just to kind of peep game on him.
Yeah.
And the cat is nice, man.
Very
I mean,
nice
he
with
can
it.
sing. I mean, he's ill.
and
I
he's
was
bringing
in
it.
there, I was freestyling shit. I'm like, yo, this is insane.
Yeah.
It feels so great that
Yeah.
I'm excited to have him in here, man. I can't wait to talk to him, pick his brain, and find out his thought process. And
Indeed. His creative process and what he, how he came up with this idea and all that.
because it's genius, man. And the funny thing is, you almost couldn't care about this dude at any better time than now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Considering
extremely
what's
relevant.
going on, it's really unique.
This
I love it.
week, it's relevant.
It's very relevant.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray. We'll talk about some esoteric things. You might want to
Most
break out your Websters.
definitely.
Get ready for some deepness. DJ Early on the turntables like this. Bow. This is Unseen Legion Radio, baby. Big Click. OG. We see you, fam. Unseen Legion Radio. Rasheed Ali is in the building. 1968 Soul Power has arrived, y'all. Akil the MC is in the building. Jurassic 5, y'all. Oh my goodness. Y'all have no idea, but it's already at such a high level in this building. You know, one of our trademarks as a radio show is that some of the best stuff that happens off the camera or off the air or behind the scenes, which is why we have open doors. Right now, we got Akil the MC having a conversation with Rasheed Ali being filmed by Rasheed's son. You know what I'm saying? And me and Tech are over here talking about mostly Baltimore and Baltimore 2015 in relation to Baltimore
1968.
I don't know if anybody remembers, because most of the cast listening wasn't alive back then. I wasn't. In 1968, Martin Luther King was assassinated, and basically Baltimore erupted in riots in which 6 people were killed, 700 injured, over 1,000 small businesses looted or burned, and 5,800 people were arrested. There are parts of Baltimore that still have not recovered from the riots, and they were actually some of the same parts that people was rioting in yesterday. So you might want to keep that in mind when you wonder why these people were so frustrated.
Martin Luther King said it himself. Rioting is the language of the unheard.
That's it.
And if that's the truth, what do you think is happening?
That's it. Now, with us tonight, we got brother Rasheed Ali.
Yes.
He was alive in 1968.
Yep.
I don't even know where to start. You know what I mean?
You know where we can start?
But yes, please.
I hope we start with some music.
Okay.
Because
Most
that's what
definitely.
really would get my brains to start firing again, you know?
Okay.
I can't fire up my brain without the music.
Without that music.
But I'm here to tell you that that's why I did this project, because you said, people weren't around, people weren't
course.
alive. Akil said that to me one day. He said, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine who's she's a MacArthur fellow, she's a serious brain. And she saw the screening of the entire album. And
Okay.
the first thing she said to me was, wow, I wish I was there.
Yeah.
And that was profound for me.
Yeah.
Because she got a sense that there was something different. It was a time where 250,000 people marched on the Pentagon.
Yeah.
That's a march,
That's a march.
not a couple of hundred.
Right.
You see, so
Right.
I wanted to remind people about there was a time when people were courageous, not afraid to
Yeah. Of
stand
course.
up.
And get out in the streets and let everybody know.
And that's important, especially being involved with music in general.
Yeah.
I mean, music is power. It has the ability to make you happy or sad. You
Full
know what I'm
spectrum.
saying? Smile or cry.
Yeah, full spectrum.
So to
of
think
emotion.
that doesn't work hand in hand is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially in situations like this. I mean, the man said it himself. If he can't have music, he can't think, which tells you the kind of process that you need to be in as an artist by itself.
Yeah, exactly. This is his project, y'all. Get a look at that. That is called 1968 Soul Power. And on the cover, if y'all recall, the 1968 Olympics.
Yes.
Was that Mexico City?
Yeah, Mexico City, 1968.
Black Power salute on the medal stand.
And I wrote a song about it called Stand Up because it was it was very profound what they did.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what most people don't know about Mexico City was the Mexican government had massacred students. They
Yeah.
still don't know how many. They think it was
Right.
about 400 or 500 students right before the Olympics. And what
Just
most
to shut up that protest.
Yes, and what most people didn't realize is that John Carlos and Tommy Smith were also protesting that because they were students at San Jose State.
Wow.
Okay?
That's heavy.
And there was a worldwide student revolution. Akil told me he liked that song.
Yeah.
It made me feel good because what that song illustrated was that it was the youth who were the vanguard. Do you know that there were more kids in college in 1968 than there are right now?
I'm not at
It
all
was
surprised.
the biggest college enrollment year
Really?
in the history of the United States.
Wow. Before or since?
Before or since.
1968 was one hell of a year.
Indeed.
It's a pin drop.
Yeah.
It's a pin drop in history. You know, like on your phone. a pin
Well, you
drop.
know, it's interesting because so much is made of the long, hot summer, right? 1969, when all them white folks got down. But they don't want to talk about when the brothers got down. The year before, almost as a hello, y'all, precursor or foreshadowing of what was to come. Do you see a connection to those two events, do you see any similarities between the two?
There was a whole progression, when were the Watts rise? 65? 1967 was supposedly the summer of love, right?
Okay.
That's when the hippie movement starts.
Okay.
By 1968, you have a transformation. You have the pushback,
Yeah. The backlash.
the backlash. When Martin Luther King was assassinated, he was about to initiate the Poor People's Campaign.
He wanted
Now-
to eradicate poverty.
That was the most brilliant, but of course the thing that many say led to his demise,
Yeah.
because he was going to go beyond this small window
Yeah.
of civil rights.
He was going to start connecting dots, man.
Oh,
Yep.
that was a big dot.
And Mos Def had put it on record. It's dangerous to dream.
Well, it's interesting. I was speaking with Tech a minute ago, and he said it. He said it kind of doesn't matter what side you chose, though, in that era, because they killed Malcolm.
It didn't matter.
For speaking on self-defense, and everybody was like, well, see, he should have been more like, oh, well, shit, they done killed Dr.
And then
King.
they killed King. So
So-
you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Soul Life is stepping up. We're going to set the vibe a little bit. We're going to come back with some of this music from 1968 Soul Power, the double DVD album. What you
You're
know
not
about
ready
that?
for it.
What you know about that?
They're not
We're
ready
going to
for
talk
it.
to you. We're going to talk to Rasheed Ali. We're going to talk with Akil the MC.
Most definitely.
We just going to do
Got
some
tuned
more
in to Unseen Legion Radio.
Yeah, no.
All right. Soul Power. They called it the long hot summer. were young and so young at heart. So cool, big afro cool. Chasing fly girls, living in another world. Then they shot down Mr. King. Now we were all gonna learn the truth about America. They call it the long hot summer. We were young and so innocent, talking slick with an afro pick, trying to emulate a black power handshake. Then they shot down Mr. King, and we were all gonna learn the truth about America. Our innocence going up in smoke, fires burning when we awoke. And the kids said, burn, baby, burn. They call it the long hot summer. We were young and radical, so cool, big afro cool. Wanna be revolutionaries. Then they shot down Mr. King, and we were all gonna learn the truth about America. Our innocence going up in smoke, fires burning when we awoke. A new America going for broke. And the kids said, burn, baby, burn. We said, burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Woo! Then they shot down Mr. King, and we were all gonna learn the truth about America. Our innocence is up in smoke. And the kids said, burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. We said, burn, baby, burn. And the kids said, burn, baby, burn. We said, burn, baby, burn. And the kids said, burn, baby, burn.
1968. It's nation time. Get up. Get up.
Get up, get on down. Get up, if you're down with the program. Get up, if you wanna get down. Get up, if you're down with the program. You gotta change your people with my father to get down with us. You gotta pick yourself up from the gutter if you're serious. You gotta cleanse your body and your mind. Leave the street behind. You gotta seize the time to free your mind. Don't be deaf, dumb, and blind. Get up, get on down. Get up, if you're down with the program. Get up, if you wanna get down. Get up, if you're down with the program.
Rasheed Ali, Unseen Legion Radio. Man, that was funky. Man, so you made this, you made all this music in 1968, right?
But you see, I went back in my head.
Oh,
I went back.
You sure that was not from 1968?
No, man.
Man,
Thank
straight up updated soul right there.